So this is where I'm staying for a couple of nights, the Inn at Long Trail. And it's a cool old lodge. I like it. It's very basic, very simple. And there's no TV in the room, no air conditioner. Of course, I don't need that this time of year. But the service here is just outstanding. And I'm going to enjoy spending a couple of days here. Good morning, everyone. I'm on day 30. And I'm not hiking today. So I'm going to end up taking a 00 here in Killington, Vermont. And, you know, if you got to stop someplace for a couple of days, you know, it just doesn't get much better than this. It's just the inn that I'm staying at. The trail is right over there. And that's actually a Blue Blaze trail that heads back to the Appalachian trail. I think there's about 5/10 of a mile to get back to the trail, something like that. But it's beautiful here. The folks at this inn are extremely hiker friendly, and I've had a good stay. The main reason I'm here for a second day is that my shoes have reached the point where they're just not going to go any further. You can tell it's very loud. We're right next to a major road going between Killington and Rutland, Vermont. And lots of motorcycles come up through here. And you would think it would be awful loud in the room, because the room I'm in is right there in the front. And but it's not. They've got good windows, and it's pretty peaceful. It's a nice place to sleep. But anyways, I need new shoes. I was hoping that I would be able to hang on a second. I was hoping I would be able to wait until Deb got here in a couple of weeks so that she could bring them. But coming through some of these sections here in Vermont, a lot of sharp rocks. And my left shoe has just got a couple of good deep cuts in them in the mesh part that is forcing the sole to separate from the main part of the shoe. So it's not safe to go on this terrain without good shoes. I mean, one slip and the rest of it's going to tear right off, and I'm going to be in deep doo-doo out there. So Deb has FedExed up my second pair of shoes, and they're supposed to be here sometime today. So I was hoping that they might get here before 11 o'clock, which is the checkout time here at the inn. I could have went ahead and got going. Not going to happen, so screw it. I'm just going to take another day here. I don't have to be in a hurry. Not worried about it. So I'll get back on the trail tomorrow morning after a good breakfast here, and we'll go from there. So, all right. Well, I'm going to enjoy my 0. So y'all have a great day. Later. Good morning, everyone. It is day 31, and I'm back on the trail. I'm sorry you guys have had to wait a day or two to start watching my videos again, but I don't put, when I take a 0, I don't do a video that day. So that's a day later on in the week that you guys are not going to get a video. And I know most of you don't really care. Not a big deal, but I've got some people that look forward to getting up in the morning and working out to my video, or getting their morning started with my video. And you folks, I appreciate you all, but those are the folks that are the hardcore fans and subscribers, and they're the ones who give me the support I need out here, which I couldn't do without. No way I could come out here and do this. Of course, my biggest supporter is Deb and Andy and Stephanie and Ninja, and I mean, I've got a long list of people that watch me daily, and I appreciate you guys so much. It's day 31. Did I mention that? I don't even remember. Day 31. Left the inn at Long Trail this morning. I've been there for 3 nights, 2 zeros. Got my new shoes yesterday, and I'll show you a video of them when I turn this around. But nothing special, same shoes I had before. However, one of the things I've noticed about Ultra is that every pair of shoes that I use from them, even though it's the same model, same everything, they're all a little bit different. And I'm hoping that this pair of shoes gets me at least 3, if not 400 or 500 miles. We'll see. I'm going to be getting into the whites here in a week or so. And oh boy, big uphill here. Let me see if it's just a short one. Try to do it without my trekking poles. Definitely the first person through here today because there's cobwebs everywhere. All right, oh, big step, another big one. All right, not too bad. All right, just had to do about a half of my hike back onto the AT, and I am back on the AT now, heading north. There were 2 people at the lodge last night. Didn't talk to them last night, met them this morning. Rhodey and Odie. They are hiking the trail. Odie, she's, I'm not going to tell you her age. What I'll tell you is that us old folks are representing out here. And they are both 60 plus, Rhodey and Odie. They were trail family members last year for a short period of time. It's very similar to Navigator and myself, and Ninja and myself, Cole and myself. But they seem like good people. Had breakfast with them this morning, and we hiked that first half mile onto the trail together. They are going south. They're doing things a little differently than I am. They've got 2 cars, and so they're traveling from trailhead to trailhead. And I guess that's, if I had another person with another car out here, I could see myself doing the same thing. So nothing wrong with that. Everybody gets to hike their own hike, however that may be. But they're going mainly south. We talked a little bit about them. They're hiking south. Let me correct that. They're hiking south on each leg. However, they're going north. So they go up a few miles north in their cars, and then they go back, and they hike south to get another car, and then it's just constant leapfrogging with their cars and their persons. But hey, it works, and I like it. I like the 2 people. They seem like really good people. Rhodey is a retired Air Force guy, so we've got some things in common there. Odie is just, you know what? She's just another one of those badass women that I continue to see out here. She reminds me so much of my girl, Deb, because she's tough. She's tough, man. Tough as nails. And, oh boy. So anyways, not a big day planned today. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not going to kill myself out here. I'm going to be getting to, in a week or so, to the really tough sections. And a lot of the rest of this hike going up to Katahdin is going to be tougher than I've seen before. Get into the whites. There's some places up there. The 2 that pop in my mind right away is Mount Moosilauke. Look that up. Google that one. And check out a YouTube video of guys and girls going through that one. If you don't come out of watching that video with some pucker factor, there's something wrong with you. There's one area that's going to be coming up in the whites. It's the slowest mile on the AT trail. I think I've talked about it a few times before. Mahoosic Notch. It takes the average person 3 hours to go 1 mile through that section. It's I'm looking forward to it. I really want to go through there with another person for safety, but it's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Today, everybody's watching my video of me hurting out here, emotionally, mentally, and I hope not too many people get worried. I got through that, and as is obvious, and but I knew that was going to come. When you lose a partner out here, especially a great partner like Navigator, and I'm not going to forget her sister, because she was definitely part of all that. But when you lose that partner, you go through a grieving process. You do, and I was feeling very sorry for myself. Definitely out here having my own little pity party, and but hopefully, well, not hopefully, obviously, you will, by the time you get to this video, you will have watched the next day's video and see that that I had a pretty good comeback. Yeah, I'd say it was a pretty good comeback. Anyways, not a big day today. I had a choice. I could go 8 miles, 8 point something miles, or 18 miles. I'm not doing 18 miles unless I have to. So I'm just doing 8 miles. So I'm going to take my sweet time getting there. And the weather is supposed to be really beautiful today. It is sunshiny. Supposed to get up to a high of somewhere around 69, 50, or 59 degrees, 59 to 60 degrees, not 69. And so anyways, I'm going to turn this around, let you guys watch the trail for a little bit instead of watching me sit here and jabber. So hang on. All right. A little bit of a downhill here, not much. Got to watch these roots. Oh, yeah. Look. New shoes, man. New shoes. No cuts on the side. I've got to be really careful. These the mesh sides and tops of these shoes are real susceptible to being cut by these sharp rocks out here. So that's what did my last pair in. It wasn't the tread on the bottom. It was a cut right at the edge where the mesh meets the sole. And yeah, just over time it just separated from the sole, and coming down that last mountain in Killington, it pretty much blew it out. Crazy thing is, I didn't notice it until the next day. Yeah, those shoes I probably could have got away with using them for another few days, but you know, when you get out here, especially in a section like this, I hope I'm going the right. This is what I'm talking about here, folks. You can see where, let me back up a little bit. Okay, there is a blaze right there, so I know I'm going in the right direction. But you see, they've got a bunch of debris here because people have made a trail going in that direction. And if you're not paying attention to the white blazes, which is over here to my left, you can go that way. So somebody's been smart enough to put down this this blockade to force you to go this way. But look up here. You can see where these day hikers have just traveled in and amongst all these trees. And if you don't have blazes to follow, see, there's another blaze. So when I get to a part where I'm not sure, the first thing I do is stop, look for a blaze. And so there's one there. But you can see this whole area is just almost destroyed by day hikers that come up here, don't know what they're doing, don't know where they're going, don't understand the blazes. They get off trail and they damage things. So that's why you'll see signs, I see signs all over the place. Please stay on trail. You don't want to damage. And some people say, it'll grow back. Well, sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. And if enough people travel on it, come on, it's just like a grass path. If enough people walk on it, you kill all the grass on it. So, same principle. I prefer to stay on the trail. And again, I'm thankful for the people doing the blazing and the maintenance on this Killington section, because I don't have to worry. You know, just for a split second back there, I'm like, all right, where's the blaze? I look up and boom, there it is. So, any trail club people that are watching this, and those blazes that you put on those trees, they're critical to us. We rely on those. It makes our life a little bit easier out here. And when you're hiking this trail, There's no such thing as easy, but those blazes make it just a little bit easier. And obviously the trail maintenance, not having to climb over trees like I had to on that last climb over Killington. And I don't blame that on the trail maintenance guys. I guarantee you that the vast majority of those trees that fell down the night before in that big storm that I was in my tent for. So it's beautiful out here. I mean, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping. See, here's another one. And you can see people have probably made shortcuts through here. And that's just not cool. They've got a barricade up here. That's not the way to go. There should be a blaze here somewhere. All right, guys, don't make a liar out of me. I probably missed the blaze back on that turn. All right, yeah, I'm not seeing a blaze. Why you guys got to make a liar out of me, huh? Why you got to do it? Okay, I see one. All right, it's a faded one, but I see it up there. And see, if I don't see a blaze after a few minutes, I've got to go to my phone and pull up my Far Out app and see where my dot is. So anyways, it looks like I've got a good downhill coming here, so I'm going to get off this for a little bit, and we'll talk to y'all in a little bit. All right, I'm 2 miles into the hike today, so already a quarter of the way finished, and I've been out here barely an hour. Just been taking my time. Just came through a state park. Weird. The blazes indicated that I go in one direction, yet I knew that wasn't right. So I got out my Far Out app. I'm going off trail here just for a second because I see something pretty down here. There's a stream that comes down. I was just about to go over a bridge on it when I noticed that it emptied out into a little lake down here. There's some ducks down here swimming. Pretty cool. That's a different kind of a duck. I don't know what that is. It's not the normal duck that I would see. It's got like a, I don't know, almost like a point coming off the back of its head. So maybe you guys can tell me. Interesting. But it's beautiful down here. All right, back up to the trail. I did have to just spray myself down with a little bit of bug spray because when I got down here, the mosquitoes just swarmed me. So, all right, let's see if we can get back uphill without using trekking poles. Piece of cake. The good thing is my legs are feeling stronger, certainly than they were when I first came out here. I definitely do not have trail legs yet, but they seem to be coming faster. Look at that. That's beautiful. Just beautiful. You can tell this is day hiker territory. Look at this path. Yeah. Gotta love it. Very nice. Very, very nice. I bet that little pool there would be a nice place to cool off in the heat of the summer. All right, let's keep rolling. All right. Looks like just a short uphill. I should be able to handle this without trekking poles. Oh. Big step. All right, we're cool. What a lovely morning it is out here. Yeah. Hopefully this early start, or I should say late start to the early morning, was a good sign of things to come, because it's been a really good morning so far. Got up way early. My mind wakes up at 4:30 every day. So I had plenty of time to get up, take a shower, get my pack all squared away, ready to go. Went down, had breakfast at 7:30, met these other two hikers, Rhodey and Odie, and they're not related, other than being a trail family, like Navigator and I, so. But it's just been it's been a delightful morning. The weather's nice and cool. I broke into a pretty good sweat in that first uphill, but since then, it's been a pretty mild downhill. And yeah, it's all good. This looks like a fairly large lake. Don't know what lake it is. See, this is what I was talking about in the videos before, is that you've got a trail that goes that way, you've got a trail that goes that way, and that's a legitimate trail down to the lake, but if you don't have blazes, you might follow that trail. There's a blaze right here, so I know I'm going in the right direction. Makes a huge difference, because if I had to go all the way down the lake just to realize that I'd gone the wrong way, then that takes up time. Although it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go down and see the lake anyways, but oh well. Just making a point. It's important these blazes be where they're supposed to be. All right, I'm going to put this away because I've got a little downhill and then an uphill and a little stream crossing. So see you in a bit. Got down to the small lake, and there's a little wharf down here. Hope I don't drop my phone. That'd suck. Beautiful. Yeah. I like this. It's quiet and peaceful. Yeah. Life is good, man. Life is good. All right. Let's quit screwing around and get back on the trail, huh? I'm probably about 3 miles into the day. I'm going off trail a little bit to go to do a blue blaze, to go to Thundering Falls. I see a dog up here that's not leashed. That ain't cool. Wow. It's pretty cool. Wow. This is beautiful. Look at this. That's wild. And the cool thing about this is that coming up here, it was just maybe 100 yards off the trail. I ran into 3 gentlemen. One of them is the part owner of a hotel up in the Killington area. And we got to talking, and he is not on far out, but he's going to, he has my phone number. He's going to send me a text with all his pertinent information, so I can put a note on Far Out to let people know that he's available here and that he'll give them a pretty good hiker discount. So he sounded sincere. He sounded like he really meant what he was saying. So who knows? Maybe Papa Bear strikes again and can set up hikers with another option in the Killington area to stay. I absolutely love staying at the inn at Long Trail, but sometimes that place is going to be full, and this gives them another option because the bus that I took into Rutland comes back and goes right by his lodge. So good deal. It's a good day, man. All right, I've seen enough, and I'm sure you've enjoyed this little waterfall. I'm going to get my pack back on and hit the trail. So yeah, great day, man. We'll see you in a bit. All right, I have come right at 6 miles for the day, and it's been a crazy good kind of day. I was texting back and forth between myself and Sula. You guys remember Sula, the hula hooper in Maryland. Has now become a very good friend of mine, and of course Deb's. But my boy Ninja is staying at her hostel tonight, so I wanted to make sure that she grabbed a hold of that big lug and give him a big hug for me, and she assured me she would do that. So listen, here's the thing. Tonight, 2 really cool people are going to get together and swap stories, so it's good stuff. And while I was texting her, I had 2 youngsters go zipping by me, flying. These were 2 of 4 fellas that I met at Sula's hostel when Deb and I were coming up to get me back on the trail. So these 2 guys are flying. Yeah, I love it. The first one that passed me recognized me right away, and it was pretty cool. And I told her, I said, listen, the world is a small place, man. I'm in the middle of texting Sula. That's just too weird. So it's been a good day. I met the 2 hikers this morning at the inn. Then I met the 3 fellows that were just at the Thundering Falls, and made that hopefully good connection for future hikers coming through Killington at JP's hotel. So and then these 2 young fellas go flying by me, and of course, right on cue, another one of those little small kabooms. There you go, Ninja. Somebody needs to get in here and cut down some of this brush. They have a pretty unique way of doing that. I don't know that they do it all the time, but they have a helicopter that can fly through here with blades below it spinning and chopping all that crap out. Not sure how that works. You can Google that and find out. Look at that. Holy cow. Hang on a second. One of the big ski resorts. I don't know if that's Killington or Pico. I'm going to zoom out. I go 2 times. Whoops. Didn't like that. Let's go 2 times and then 5 times. You can see those ski trails coming down. Yeah, that looks like fun. Looks like fun. All right, so I got not far, less than 3 miles to go to get to camp. So I'm gonna keep pushing on. So we'll see you in a little bit. Hey, little guy. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I've gotten to my shelter, but I passed it up, went about a tenth of a mile to where the water source is. So here's the water source. Running clear and beautiful. Loving it. Loving it. So I'm going to fill up my CNOC here and head back up and get my camp set up. All right. Hey, everybody. It was a grueling 8.6 miles. No, it wasn't. It was pretty simple 8.6 miles. It had a good little uphill in the beginning, but it wasn't that bad. The cool thing about today is I met a bunch of cool people. Let's see, started out meeting Rhodey and Odie. I already talked about them. They're doing a unusual type of hike, but they're getting their miles in, and they're using 2 cars to move them north and then hiking south and on and on. So they got their own way of doing things, and hike your own hike, man. More power to them. There's a slight possibility I could hook up with Odie somewhere down the trail, up the trail. We'll see how that works out. She seems like a nice lady, so I wouldn't mind hiking with her at all. We'll see how that works out. Ran into JP, who is who is an owner of one of the local hotels there in Killington. And I don't know exactly where it's at. He's supposed to text me with all the pertinent information, and he's going to try to get his facility listed on Far Out. So if that happens, yeah, that's good. More options for the hikers that are coming off the trail in that part of town. The only thing I did not like in Killington, and I already talked about it, is that there's no good place to resupply, which blows my mind because it's right on the AT trail. How can they not have a place to do resupply? That's just crazy. Even Walmart. I don't know what's up with Walmart. This Walmart is pathetic, and so I don't know. I guess I probably need to send a message to Walmart and let them know that they're not meeting the mark here. I've never been in a Walmart that didn't sell 2 of the staples of the hikers out here. One of them is dehydrated meals, and the other is Carnation instant breakfast. What the hell, Walmart? Anyways, that's just nuts to me. I had to go to Price Chopper to get my breakfast drink, and unfortunately, I'm stuck with eating Knorr's rice meals for the next 4 days. Not real happy about that, because if you watched my earlier video, that was a Knorr's meal that I had to gulp at the end because the amount of water that you needed to make it work was not accurate in any way, shape, or form. So that was pretty nasty. I don't want to do that again, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, 8.6 miles. And oh, goodness gracious. Oh, got too much sleep over the last couple of days. The reason I'm only did 8.6 today is because that's where the shelter's at. I could go further. I'm certainly capable. But the next shelter is at the 18-mile mark. I don't want to do 18 miles. So 8.6 today, and I'll do a 10-mile day tomorrow to get to that next shelter. Not in a hurry. So not going to sweat it. I've already got my tent set up over that way. I'll take you down and show it to you here in just a minute. The shelter, I don't know, the shelter seems okay. I haven't seen anything negative about it. There is a bear box here, which is nice. I missed it coming in the first time. I had to go back and review some notes that other people had made, and I went back and checked, and sure enough, there's a bear box there. So that's a good deal. Water is not far, a tenth of a mile away. I already went down and got it. And so I've got where's my... There we go. That's my water for the night. That's about 3 liters of water. This is what I will drink either tonight with my meal and in the morning to get myself ready to go. So I'm all set. It's early. It's only, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 3:30, something like that. And So I got a lot of time to waste, and there's no service here. So it's crazy. I had service all day long today, and when I got within a mile or two of the shelter, it went away. So, sorry, Deb. Not going to be able to call you tonight. If this continues, I definitely need to look at getting one of those mini inReaches so that I can at least send text messages, let people know that I'm safe and everything's good. So, man, I hate to blow $400 on something like that, but well. Anyways, what else? Once I got away from the Killington hiking area, the trail pretty much went to crap again. I guess around Killington, they take such good care of it because there's a ton of day hikers there. But once I got away from that part of the trail, it got very overgrown. Blazes, hard to find again. Very little trail maintenance. A number of trees that are right in the middle of the trail. You had to go around them. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just it's a nuisance. And yeah, once again, I'm disappointed in Vermont for the way they're maintaining the trail here. Not very good. They're one of the worst 2 or worst 3 on the trail so far. The good thing about Vermont is that the people here are fantastic. What else? That's about it. All right, I'm gonna turn this off, flip it around, and just give you a quick tour of the shelter and the shelter area. So hang on. All right. Oh, gotta get my feet working again. That's the thing. As soon as you get on the trail and start walking, your feet adjust to it, but when you stop, they don't like it. It takes a few minutes to get them moving again. All right, got a nice little fire pit here. It's not very often you see a grill attached to the fire pit, but this is the shelter. You could probably fit, I don't know, 10, 12 people in here, maybe more. So it's a pretty good shelter. The bear box is up that way. I'm not going up there, but it's about 50 yards that way. And then back this way is where I've got my tent. And there's probably room for at least one tent behind the shelter. There's not a lot of room here for tents. Most of it is back here, closer to the privy. Not too near the privy, but it's a pretty standard setup for most shelters. They'll have a privy within 50 yards of the shelter. A few tenting areas. There's not a lot because there's not a lot you can put on side of a mountain. So tents already set up. Probably room for a couple more tents back here. And then I'm going to show you this privy. It's a relatively new privy. They've done a good job on it. Listen, you do a good job out here. I got no problem giving you credit for it. You do a suck-ass job out here. I got no problem giving you credit for it. So, it's just surprising. They come back here and, somebody obviously takes pride in taking care of the shelter and the privy. I mean, this is relatively new. You always have a lock on the outside. You want to always close that way to keep any critters out. But it's a nice big privy. Just a simple toilet seat. Pretty nasty. That's pretty dirty. We're not going to look in there. As you use the privy, they've got a well-stocked container here. Oh yeah, of sawdust and wood chips. And after you do your business down in there, you pour a little bit of sawdust on it, and it helps to decompose it. And yeah, of course, like any bathroom, people love to write silly, nasty things on the wall. So we're going to lock that back up, keep it safe, keep the critters out. And yeah, listen, it's a beautiful day out here today. So I'm going to go up here at the shelter. I'm going to probably fix myself a quick peanut butter sandwich with a tortilla wrap, because I didn't stop for lunch. Had a late breakfast. I don't know why I'm so tired, but it's okay. I'll get lots of good sleep tonight. Nice and cool right now. The temperature, let's see what we got. Temperature is, yeah, that ain't right. My thermometer says it's 69 degrees. I'm not buying that because I've got cold chills. I don't get cold chills at 69. So, anyways, looks like I'm going to have the shelter to myself, at least for a little while. There may be some people stopping in.